Okay, long division works very similar to how it worked whenever you were in elementary school, or the first time you learned long division, whenever that was. However, I don't really like any of the practice problems that he uses for long division until they get harder in the second half. Because the first half, I wouldn't do long division, I would just factor those. If it's just a squared, you can factor it. So I'm going to do, this is number 27 from, sorry, my hand's in the way, 6.1.5. Okay, so it is 4k to the third minus 2k minus 8. We're going to divide it by k plus 1. Okay, first thing you have to do is check and make sure that you go from highest degree and you don't skip any places. So, is there any places missing? Yes, I'm missing a k squared. So I have 4k to the third plus 0k squared minus 2k minus 8. Okay, and I'm going to divide that by k plus 1. So here's the thing, it's like a placeholder. Okay, think of the number 708. Okay, how many are in the ones place? 8. How many are in the hundreds place? 7. How many are in the tens place? Nothing. So what do we put? A 0. So I have k to the third. There's no k squared, so I have to put a 0. I have to hold its place. Okay, so we ask ourselves, k times what is 4k to the third? Okay, I'm going to say that again. K times what gives me 4k to the third? It's 4k squared. Okay, keep things lined up like place value. Then you multiply. 4 times 1 is 4. K squared times k is k to the third. And then 4k squared times 1 is just 4k squared. Okay, so then we subtract, just like long division. That's nothing. 0 minus 4. What's 0 minus 4? Negative 4x squared. Oh, sorry, k. Okay, k times what is negative 4k squared? K times what is negative 4k squared? Negative 4k. So negative 4 times 1 is, oh, I forgot to bring down, sorry, I have to bring down the next one. Negative 4 times k is negative 4k squared. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4k. That's going to cancel. Subtract. So negative 2 minus negative 4. If you need to, type it in a calculator. No shame in that game. Okay, negative 2 minus negative 4 is going to be, let's make it a plus, so 2k minus 8. Okay, k times what is 2k? K times what is 2k? 2. So 2k plus 2. I just multiplied. Okay, that's gone. Subtract. Negative 8 minus 2. It's negative 10. So remainder negative 10. The way you can write that answer is 4k squared minus 4k plus 2 minus 10 over k plus 1. That's this one right here. You do it over whatever it was you divided by in the first place. Okay? So I'm going to leave that for a second for you to look at. That's the answer. Okay, the other kind of division is synthetic division, and we set this up kind of weird, but it actually turns out to be much easier for most people. At least I think so. So let me make sure I have a good problem. Yes, okay. So this is number 7 on 6.1.6. Okay, 3x to the 5th plus 4x squared plus x plus 6. And it says that we want to evaluate when x is negative 1. So that's what we're going to divide by. Okay, so for synthetic division, which by the way would be the same as x plus 1. Because if x is plus 1 equals 0, then x is negative 1. Those two things mean the same. These two things mean the same. Okay, so if, for synthetic division, there's a special way we set this up, and it uses all just the coefficients. Okay, so looks something like this. You write the coefficients in order. 3. Now, do we have, remember, don't forget your place values. Do we have to the 4th? No. So what do you think we put? 0. Do we have to the 3rd? Right. So what do we put? 0. We have to the 2nd, so I put a 4. We have to the 1, so I put a 1. And we have nothing, so I put a 6. Okay, so it goes 5 to the 5th, to the 4th, to the 3rd, squared, to the 1st, nothing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, none. Okay? So, then right here, I'm going to put -1. Whatever x equals they want me to divide by. Okay, first thing I do is bring down the 3. Okay? Then, you're going to multiply and add. Multiply and add. Multiply and add. That's what you do over and over again. So -1 times 3 is -3. Add -3. -1 times -3 is 3. Add 3. -1 times 3 is -3. Add is 1. -1 times -1 is -1. Add that, I get 0. -1 times 0 is 0. Add that, I get 6. Okay, so let me talk about that again. So we bring down the first one, then we multiply, put it here, add, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add. It makes like big check marks, okay? So you keep multiplying by this, and then add, 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 add. Okay, now your answer starts 1 degree below the question. So if the question was a 5th, our answer is going to be 4th. So 3x to the 4th minus 3x to the 3rd plus 3x squared plus 1x plus 0 or nothing, and then a remainder of 6. Okay? Or you can say remainder 6. Or I think he just leaves it here. But you need to be able to know how to write the answer. Okay, so this is long division and synthetic division. I know I talked through that pretty fast. You might even want to watch the video again and listen to both those examples again, and then try some more. And then there's just a whole bunch of subchapter worksheets, okay? And I think there might be one more lesson, but it involves all this kind of stuff. Then after Thanksgiving, I will answer all of your questions. We'll be back together again. It will be great. So I hope everyone has an awesome day, and I'll talk to you guys later.